Good morning YouTube, and how are we? As you can see, back at the doghouse, and thought I might as well pick up the camera. Di is literally getting this thing ready to start, and I thought why not pick the camera up and we can get the first start done on this. This had a complete engine change because blown air gasket, so that needed a whole new engine, radiator and everything. And then when we came to the shop this morning, the engine that was on that tyre that's now on there, she had a boo-boo. She leaked all her oil on the floor. So, yeah, that was nice to walk into. So we had a little bit of a clean up as best we could over there. That's the radiator out of it. As you can see, she's a bit warped and unhappy. That's out. New one in. As you can see, nice and shiny. Just finished putting the power steering fluid, and Di's obviously putting the coolant in. Did have a little bit of a drippy drip down there, but easily resolved. Thought why not stick a camera on and show you this thing having its first start with its new engine. So as you've seen, that's now started up. I did have to adjust it ever so slightly, the fuel pump, because it was ever so slightly out, but happy. So that's now done. Finished putting it back together, and then Di can go work on this one, which he had fun with yesterday. I'll show you that when it's moved a bit better, but Di has to redo a job that he did yesterday. Yay. As you can hear, he's very pleased about it. I'm going to crack on. I've got to strip this engine, the one that fell over and made the mess. I'm going to strip back, get any of the good bits off of it, and then that can get ready to go in the scrap. Same with this one, that needs to be stripped and gone, and then at least we've got more for the scrap pile. So I'm going to get on with that, and then once this van makes it over here, I'll pick up the camera and show you. Oh, also, that van that I showed you the other day that I took the engine out of, that was the one that was on Di's ramp. It's now over here on Johnny's ramp with an engine in it. Johnny just needs to finish off putting this thing back together again, and then this will be done. My van's still up on the wall looking pretty, but that's that. I'm going to crack on with getting those engines stripped apart, and I'll see you in a sec. Right, well, it's been about an hour or so later. As you've seen, this is now completely stripped, sumps off, heads off, everything's off of this thing. It needs to be kept. Shouldn't really be spinning it around like that because it's still leaking. That's completely done. Just wait for the oil to finish dripping out of that, and that can go in a pile of bin. Head's being kept is by there. Di has been working on this, and sorry it's a bit loud, he has to have it running, but we did notice, or Di noticed, that it did have an oil leak. So he has fixed it. Hopefully you can hear this. But he has fixed it now. And we're just letting it run up to temperature and make sure it's not got any more leaks. Walk away from that so you can hear me. And now Mr. Di is lying under this one again, because he did do the engine mount for it. I will show it in a minute when he pulls it out. Have you got another one? Where's the other one? On the floor. If you know, you know. On a 2.5 part, the engine mount is the idler pulley, and the one that he put on wasn't the one he thought it was, and the idler pulley's like stiff and won't move, so can't put the belt on. So try and keep out of his way. Di has to take that off again.
basically what I done, change broke tensioner to broke tensioner.
So he's now got to go through all that again.
Lesson to learn for the future. Always double check.
So that's unfortunate. What else does this thing need though?
Welding. So I believe we sell the pillar and stapler.
And, not that you can see him, Mr. Jonathan has arrived. Also, John turned up with some sawdust and fixed the problem that he caused. Well, we've had a nice cup of coffee and now these two are trying to trace wires. I'm not going to get too much in their way, but they're trying to figure out what does what.
Number one, yeah? Yeah. Number one. I go white and blue on that one. So green and white. Blue, green and white.
Well, a little bit more tidying has been tidied and John has been busy.
Busy-ish.
Busy John. Done.
Done. Sorted. Let's go.
How much more have you actually got to do?
Fill pipes. Some sort of boost pipes. Front panel wired in. Fingers crossed.
There you go.
Vacuum pipe. A little bit, but quite a lot. There's a lot of sighing in these videos, isn't there?
So we will pick this up on another one, but that's getting done. That should be a lot more nicer. This one that was on Di's ramp earlier, that's now all done, running. As you can see, it's no longer on the ramp. All put back together again and runs lovely. Not too sure. Di, is there anything left to do on this one?
Which one? Blue one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah, see? It's all done. That one is done. So she can get gonded. And this one, which you've seen earlier, which was over there, is just getting a little bit of welding done. Just a tiny little bit of welding on the step. And on the seal. Seal. And, oh. And on the wheel arch. Lovely. Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. So that one is for tomorrow. As you can see, it's nice and clean. No more oil. That engine's over. No, it's not. It's there. Forgot where it was to. Completely stripped. As you've seen, that's all done. All the bits and bobs are safely stored over there. All in all, quite a lot done. But we're going to call it for tonight because it's getting late, we're getting tired. Anyway, I'm going to stop because all I'm doing is rambling and putting this off, so I know I'm tired. I'm going to get myself gone. We're going to get ourselves off. Thank you very much for watching us. Still up on the wall, look. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for putting up with our dumbass. And as always, take it easy.